Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm about to make light pink coasters today. First, I have already mixed my resin with my hardener, and now I'm mixing everything well together so that it's clear and not foggy anymore. Make sure to wear gloves to protect yourself and put plastic foil over your table. So this is all mixed well. I'm going to use this white. And then with this light pink color, I'm hoping I can get the pink a little lighter than it is. And also going to use a gold leaf in the center of the molds. Now I'm going to divide the resin. 1 cup for the white, 1 cup for the pink, and 1 cup for the gold leaf. So these are my 2 cups with clear resin in. Now I'm going to put the white resin in 1 cup and the pink resin in the other cup. I have to slap on it a lot because they are really small holes. But it's also good because you can never have too much pigment in your resin because of the small holes. Now I'm going to mix it together with the clear resin so all the pigment is divided well. I like to use paper cups because it's better for the environment than plastic cups. And I also like these cups because you can squeeze them so you can pour better and more precise. Now I'm going to pour the white pigment in the other cup and mix it again. I hope they will turn out light pink and lighter than the color of the pink I'm using now. That's why I'm going to make a lot of whites. So yeah, it will make the coasters more light. Going to mix the pink just one more time just to be sure. Can never mix enough with the resin art. And then I'm going to start pouring it into the molds. So clean my stick, squeeze the cup so I can pour more precisely. Then let's start. Going to start with the edges. And then the second mold, oops. In the beginning I always pour too much, too hard. Let's see if it, yes, this is much better. Just a small border around the edges. You can see my first mold is a lot of pink and then it gets better. I see some of the borders don't have resin yet, so I'm going to fix that when I'm finished pouring. I'm going to use the leftovers to try to fill the borders. Come on, little border. Almost. Okay, that's better. Now my first mold. Not enough raisin left for the first mold. I'm just going to get some paper towel because I can see I stirred some raisin on my molds. I'm a messy person, especially when I'm doing raisin or any other art form. Now onto the whites. I'm going to stir it just to be sure, and then we're going to start pouring. Again, cleanse my spatula, squeeze the cup. We're going against the pink. Oh, again too much. Always in the first mold. I'm going to try to be more careful. This is a little better. Yes, it's working again. When I'm at my third mold, it mostly I can pour more precisely. Okay, and now the last mold. I'm going to use the leftovers. Never waste any raisin because it's really expensive, so just pour whatever you still have left in the cup into your molds. You can use it the next day to make other coasters because then it's dry. You have to use it now. I'm going to fill the edges by pushing my spatula on the molds. So I put weight on the empty borders and then the raisin will flow to there. That's an easy way to fix when the raisin didn't go all the way into all the little edges and borders. Now I want that my white really flows into my pink, so I'm going to do these little movements to really mix it well together, so it has a natural flow into each other. I like to do some movements. Not all people like that, but I'm trying something new by making circular movements. Now you can see we've made some different shades of the pink. Where it is mixed with the white, it's much lighter. You don't really have to do all the movements with your spatula, but normally you can just pour and then after a while they will flow nice together. But I'm doing it just to be sure because I really want lighter pink than this now. I'm going to make a little bit more of the pink raisin just to put in the center. I hope this will flow nicely into the white. Okay, this is really dark. It wasn't supposed to be this dark. I hope it will flow into the white and become more lighter and softer pink. So let's use all the raisin up. I used a bit too much. Yeah, I just made a bit too much, I see. I didn't want them to be this bright and this dark. I hope I can fix it. Okay, let's use all the raisin. I do like that it's 3 colors, but I hope it will go softer pink. So I'm going to put my spatula in the corners just to fill them up. Put the weight there. You can see that it's slowly flowing the way of my spatula. But I don't want the center to be off center, so I can't do this too much. Now I'm going to make some more white to put in the center again and maybe around the dark pink, I don't know yet. Because it's still too dark for me, so I want to use a lot of white now. Let's squeeze the cup again. Going to put it in the center. I'm first going to divide it into all my molds, and then with what is over I start pouring again where there isn't so much white yet. This way they are more evenly divided. Okay, now going to put it between the dark and the lighter pink, just so it can flow better. And you don't really see the transitions, it really looks more natural this way. You can see when you look at the first mold I did that all the white is disappearing. It's all sinking to the bottom. I don't like it because now the coasters are even more pink and dark pink. I think the bottom is going to be more white because all the white and the light colors sink to the bottom. But yeah, I wish the white would stay on top so I can see how it looks. And that the top is also more of what I would hope it would be. I'm going to grab my torch, put the lock off, put it on the middle stand of how big the torch will be, and now I'm going to burst the air bubbles. When you pour and also when you mix the resin with the pigment, there are a lot of air bubbles. But when you use the torch, you can pop them. So it's always important to do it. I have to remind myself to do it more often because now I'm almost finished. So I have to better do it between each layer I pour. I'm going to look at the sides because the most air bubbles are on the sides, but I don't see everything from where I stand. I think you can see it better than me. Go over it really, really quickly because you don't want your molds to melt. Very important. So as you can see, all the white has sunk to the bottom, so I made some more. I'm going to put it in the center and hope and pray it won't sink to the bottom again. But when I look at my first mold, I see it's sinking already. going to put a little bit more on the first mold, all my leftovers. I didn't want them so dark. Why do they have to be so dark? Okay, I'm going to grab my torch again because I poured again, so of course there are some more air bubbles, mostly in the center because that's where I poured the whites. So going to go over the middle, over the center. Just really quick, make quick movements. Only a few seconds on each coaster. And make sure to do this a lot during the process, because when there's bubbles on the bottom you can't reach them anymore with your torch, so that will be a shame. Where do I have more air bubbles? Here in the corners. Okay, I think that was a bit too long. I have to do it quicker. And make sure my hair doesn't fall in the coaster. Okay, I think that's good. Now I'm going to mix my gold leaf into the clear resin to put in the center of my molds. Now I'm going to mix the clear resin with the gold leaf to put in the center. I always like to put gold leaf or silver or rose gold in the center, just so your eye has something to rest on, because the molds are geodes and they are not a circle or a square. So it's hard for your eyes to know where to focus, and when you put something in the center it's easier, in my opinion at least. You can see the white has really sunk to the bottom. There's almost nothing left. It's all pink. So for the pink lovers, this will be your favorite coasters. This is better. I'm going to try to take everything out. Okay, this is taking a long time to take everything out. I'm sorry, you guys. It's just really difficult in such a tiny cup to pull everything out. And the gold leaf is sticking to the plastic cup. Okay, I've had enough of it. I will take the leftovers out later. Now you can see in my molds there are you have a circle of the light pink and the more darker, then again the more lighter, then the white. I like it because it flows well into each other and it looks more natural.